Hi guys, this is Androidpipe.com and I'm here with the game Cosmic Challenge. I'm playing it on the Huawei P8 Max. It's available for free in the Play Store. It comes from Ivanovich Games. It's a racing title with spaceships. It also has a pretty nifty editor that allows you to create your own racetracks. But more about that later. Let's get straight to the gameplay. So first thing is important to mention, you'll do a bit of racing here. You'll have 4 rivals and you'll be going through a series of sectors and unlocking new ships. Now let's go to the gameplay. There are basically 5 competitors in any race, and these are the ships we've unlocked so far. We got the Lynx, we got the Draco, that looks kinda sweet, and also the first one, which is Saturn. I'm going to go with this one. Obviously you can unlock new skins as you progress, and you have to watch out for the max speed, acceleration and maneuverability. Apparently the form factor of a racetrack affects which type of ship you should choose. And you can also tweak the controls. I selected auto acceleration and I can only control left, right and the braking. I have a pretty nice electronic music in the background. People have compared this game to F-Zero and Wipeout, and they're certainly right to do that. And here we go. So aside from regular racing, there's also elimination, where the last place guy at the end of a certain amount of time will get eliminated, and that's that. Okay, bumping into ships. There's also a sort of a life meter at the top. And apparently we just ended up last and got eliminated. So that's an example of what not to do here. We're on 5th position and we get no rewards. Let's go back to one of the other races. And as you can see, we get coins for each of our attempts, which we can spend on pieces of tracks and things like that. Okay, so let's maybe play this one. Okay, let's give it another go. The graphics look pretty nice, and the tracks are, well, let's say varied, at least those we tried so far. They're divided into sectors, and apparently you'll be able to download some tracks created by the community behind the game. So here we go again, hopefully with better luck than last time. Okay. The general aim is to finish in the top 3, and I'm passing above a boost pad now. Let's turn down the volume a bit so we can focus on the gameplay. So here we go. Still placed on the 5th spot. You should always be careful and not to try not to exit the racing area, which may happen. You may fly off the ramps and off the racing path and end up outside of the track. If that happens, you have a special reset button on the right side of the screen. This is not an easy game, I have to highlight that from the start. You'll be frustrated, you will retry races, believe that, and you may get annoyed every once in a while, but in the end, the fun and entertainment are present here, and the ships, visual effects and the tracks simply look great. As you can see, I'm finding it very hard to get above the 4th or even 5th position, and luckily there aren't many rivals aside from those 4 guys. In general, it's considered a failure if you're not in top 3, so you should try and do that. I'm going to spend your coins on ships, some decals and track pieces for the track editor. Bumping from side to side. I've seen people complaining about the difficulty on Google Play Store. If you master the controls, you master the game, and that's that. So we're at the finish. We were eliminated apparently. 4th position. It took us longer this time. Then you get some awards. Everybody gets an award in the end, so at least that's nice. Of course, the prices are huge for the ships. And now let's see what that editor is all about. Okay, so we go back. This is the editor and it's quite complex. I have to say surprisingly complex. So this one is under construction. We call it Extreme. And it's quite crazy. Design is not finished yet. And let's see what we can place here. Of course it's editable and you can also test it. You can add a variety of side fences. And this one lets you draw some pads. Here you can add the direction, I guess, that you're headed. And these are the actual pieces of the track you'll be adding. Some of them go up, some of them go down, some of them are shaped like an S, the letter S, and those one are crisscrossing. This one looks like a roller coaster. Of course, some of them cost money, and we actually have enough to unlock. We can also watch an ad, and that's a crazy piece of track. Save and exit. Okay, and you have to put the finishing touch in order to race on it, but apparently we can also test it, and I expect a crazy ride. So here we go. At the end you'll end up in space without a finishing line, so it's going to be a bumpy ride. Here we go. It's a super lap. No rivals here, I guess. Just me testing out the track. Feels pretty generic at first, just like all the others I've seen, but in the end we may tweak it further. So we have hills on this track. That's nice. Ooh, there's also a ramp. Didn't remember I placed it there. Actually made things difficult for me because I could have flown off the map. Another ramp. This one is badly placed and I missed a checkpoint. By the way, you should always remember to pass checkpoints, otherwise you'll be forced to go back and basically lose the race. Okay, so that's it. Flying into space. That's all the map we had here. So this is Androidpipe.com. The game is called Cosmic Challenge. It's quite fun. It has this editable thingy for the maps. And we also have multiplayer. As far as I've seen, there's an online mode, but you have to race quite a bit to unlock it. So here we go. The game was launched in May this year, so it's quite fresh. This is the online mode. We have to race more, and I'm guessing it's multiplayer. I can't wait to play it. Multiplayer is here, it's coming soon, and this one is probably against the ghosts of other players. I'm going to go ahead and give it a solid 8.7 out of 10. It's fun, it has an editor, but in the end I feel the need to upgrade my ships, and maybe in the future lower ship prices would be better. This is it from Androidpipe.com, 8.7 out of 10 for Cosmic Challenge. Bye bye.